All right. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Aloha, aloha, aloha. Buenos dias, ekaro. What's up? Yes, it's your main man here, Double H Halfo, trying to live, trying to exist. So we are here for our weekly hangout, and obviously since today we are on a break from the regularities of clubs, this is just a way where we can pretty much review the internationals if anybody has seen anybody sort of friendlies really. But it's mainly really, I mean, for me, I really wanted to focus on two things. The Clasico, which is obviously happening on Sunday, so we are a week away from the first Clasico match. And I have not yet seen the Oscar-winning film by His Royal Highness Cristiano Ronaldo yet. But I plan on watching the film eventually, maybe.
I highly recommend it.
You should watch it, man. You should watch it and give us a review, the official half-hope review.
Look. I mean, thingy. What's it called? Mohammed man, stop me that put look a link again.
Yeah, I saw you know.
All right. Look, oh bloody hell, man. All right. Okay, so look. Okay, maybe I'll copy some. But yeah, so I think first of all, I want to focus on the Clasico. So before we actually went on air, Mohammed sort of had a little tidbit that said, apparently, you're saying now that Messi is now available to be picked.
Yeah, that's the story, that he's actually fit to play. Whether they play him is another story, but he's officially. That's what I've heard. He's officially fit.
You know, like what I don't get is this: is that this is what Mohammed was saying before, is that this is November that we were in. We've still got December, January, February, March, April. This is still early on in the match. Barcelona, I think they're obviously top of the table right now with Real Madrid losing. So even if you lose this game, you know, it don't really mean anything. And when a guy, obviously this is a pretty lengthy injury message.
What do you mean, man? In La Liga, this means a lot, man.
No. Look,
between Real Madrid and Barcelona, they lose very few points.
It's true, but let's just be real here. Barcelona losing this will not be a huge swing in Real Madrid's direction. No, it won't be.
It might, man. It might.
Well, I mean, okay, but look, I mean, for me, I'm still saying that it's November. If this was in March, okay, let's risk it. It's still November. And I'm sorry, they still have a guy called Neymar, and they've still got a guy called the Cannibal in their team. And you've all seen what Neymar has been doing. There is no reason whatsoever why Messi needs to be risked. And even when you look at Real Madrid right now, I'm not one of those Benitez haters, because I know there's some Benitez haters out there. And I don't get how people really have this hate for him. It doesn't make any sense. But watching their recent match, if Benzema is not playing, this team has a problem. This team has a problem if Mercedes Benzema isn't playing. So, I mean, let me even put it to you guys. Okay, so Mohammed, should Messi be played or should he not be played? Should he be played because it's such a big game, La Liga, as Machine is saying, or should he be saved? It's not that important.
It's a huge game, but come on, I mean, there's still a lot more games left. Of course, that you'll need Messi, especially in the Champions League. So risk him and then
but you don't think it's a case where Barcelona will look back at this match and say, damn it, if we had just played Messi, because let's say they lose the La Liga by 2 points, is it a case where, damn it, if we had played them in November in that match, we could have made up those 2 points by winning that game, or you don't think it will be that crucial points-wise?
I mean, there's a lot of games that what about the games they lost against Celta Vigo? I mean...
You know, listen, I'll just give you an example. Last season, if Real Madrid had won the Clasico away, they would have won the league.
Well, I talking about last season.
Yeah, last season the points difference was what?
Barcelona dropped points. I mean.
Well, okay, no, wait. But let me flip it with you. Remember, Barcelona in that last game, they'd already won the league. So they didn't. So if it was a case of where Real Madrid had won that game, and therefore Barcelona had to win their final match, they would have won that final match, knowing that, okay, we have to win this match now. We have to look at our psychology. Because,
what are we talking about here, guys?
Yo, what's happening? So, because Barcelona had already won the league already, they were expecting. It's the same thing with the whole Bayern Arsenal thing of, Bayern beats Arsenal 2-0 in that second leg in that Champions League. I think it was 2 seasons ago. But Bayern were already comfortable, had a different mindset, different mentality, so they were obviously a bit lax. They were not really taking it fully seriously. Hence why, same thing, Barcelona last week, they're not taking it seriously.
But my point is, come end of the season, you won't be just looking at a specific game. You'll be looking at all the games you've lost and where you should have won, really. But you won't be looking at just that Clasico game.
It's not the same. It's a league, man. And it could be a 5-point swing that's Barcelona or Real Madrid win it by, and then it's like, okay, you need more than one game. So it's like, this isn't like basically, if this is a Champions League semi-final, get Messi on the pitch. It's worth it. It's worth it. Give him doping, injections, everything. It's worth it. But November, it's freaking November. Okay.
By the way, I think that Barcelona I think Barcelona are going to win, and I'm more afraid of Barcelona without Messi for this match than I am with Messi.
We're gonna get to the match, but let me even bring Rob to this. So Rob, what we're discussing was that, should Messi be risked in this Clasico? Yes or no? What I'm giving you on the risk, whether he should be risked for the Clasico on Sunday.
I would say don't risk him because, if Barcelona do win, that will give the rest of the team confidence that they can beat elite teams without Messi. So the rest of the players will improve from this confidence itself, especially Neymar.
That's a very good point, because again, Machine, the thing is that the notion was that Messi runs Barcelona, which it sort of does, but the truth has been saying what's up. And what you're seeing now is that the truth is really stepping up in Messi's absence, and it's giving the team confidence and saying, wait a minute, we don't need to be, my gosh, we will begin and end with this guy called Messi. He's big time. Lionel Richie is big time. He still needs a World Cup medal though, and a Copa America medal though, but still he's big time. But the thing is that you need to have a situation where, remember, the truth is younger than Messi. Who knows? You can't just assume Messi will retire at Barcelona. Then he may want to go back to Newell's Old Boys when he's 31 or 32. And then when Neymar is now 28 or 29, it's now his team now. It's now the truth team. So you have to create a scenario where we believe in this truth. We believe in the carnival. We believe in these boys. And we're not really at the beck and call of Lionel Richie. So
listen, I think the real star of Barcelona is the system. It isn't Messi per se. Messi's,
I don't think it's the system. It's not the system, man.
Messi, really give props where props is due, man. Messi is. I prefer the truth personally. I prefer the truth personally, but give him his props. Messi.
No, I've had full props. Messi's an amazing player, but I think, but I also think he benefits immensely from the surrounding unit and from being raised up in what is the greatest club team of.
But Barcelona don't really play the same as they did with Pep.
No, they've changed quite a lot. In fact, I think they actually play less for Messi these days than they used to, and it's strange because he's become a better player than he ever had prior to that.
And that's why it's strange to just to go off in a quick tangent, because it's basically, it'd be one of the greatest myths if Messi ends up never having won a World Cup or a Copa America. One of the greatest myths would be how the hell was a guy who is this good, this talented, how did he never able to even get it done for Argentina? It just doesn't make sense. And even as you're saying, the team is actually playing less for Messi now. They're actually playing less of this whole tic-tac-toe nonsense, and they're actually playing a lot more free-flowing attacking football because of the introduction of the carnival and the truth. But the thing is that, why can't this guy do it for Argentina? It doesn't make any sense. As in, is he so? Because Argentina, look, Di Maria is pretty good, and Pastore is pretty good. Aguero is pretty good. So it's not like if he's got bricks surrounded by him in Argentina. So why can't this guy do it for Argentina? What is the reason?
I think it's the system, man. I mean, like we said, I think he's amazing. He's an amazing player, but he's made to look even better than what he is. due to the surrounding unit. But this is true of any player, by the way. Any player that has an amazing team around him will just look better.
But aren't Argentina? So you're saying Argentina are not an amazing team?
No, it's not just that. They are individually. They're probably the most talented national side out there. But they're not. They don't.
They don't play as a team, really, do they?
They have all the parts, but they don't work
they don't
like
really
a
play as a
finely
team.
tuned unit that like Barcelona is. You know what I mean?
I mean, because basically, I mean, like it is one of those strange things, you know. It's like, hence why I look for me, which is what I've always said is that people talk a lot about midfielders and everything. Obviously, we'll get back to the topic, but you look at Higuain and what's his face, Aguero. Amazing for Man City, amazing for Napoli. They've never really got it done for thingy. They never really got it done for Argentina. As good as Maradona was, especially in the 90s. Give props to Batistuta, you know, and Argentina do not have a Batistuta, as in you cannot, when you're playing international football, and you're not a team like Spain who somehow stole that World Cup by, I don't know, doping and using all that stuff, but a proper international team, you need a striker. You need at least a striker, a pair of proper strikers. Higuain and Aguero, they just don't have that striking thing, and without that, Messi has to do so much of the work in that team. So it's definitely a crazy thing. But look, going back to the match, in my view, this is looking like a Barcelona victory right now. But it depends. And Machine, I know that you're a Benzema hater. I know you're a Benzema hater. Well, you've got to admit that without Benzema, Real Madrid are great lesson without Benzema.
Talking of Benzema, actually, Perez actually, I think he just said that he might actually sack Benzema found guilty of those.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because I don't think. First of all, primarily because I don't think that he's anywhere near the level that a striker around the caliber should be.
Machine, that is extremely harsh and extremely disrespectful.
95% of Cristiano.
Please, no. Please go. Very harsh, very disrespectful. But please continue.
But apart from that, I think that Real Madrid as an institution that prides itself on.
As a Portuguese man, don't you see that Benzema really sets up Cristiano's chances? I mean, pretty much about 85.
I think anybody that knows, a fraction of football, anybody that's played park football can set up Cristiano, man. That's the easiest fucking role in the world.
Is that why he's primarily struggling right now for goals?
Struggling? I think the reason why Ronaldo is struggling
since Benzema's really been out of the team,
that has nothing to do with Benzema.
He's been
struggling.
Machine, you have to be fair here.
2014. He's been struggling since.
Because I sense a bit of hating here, man. You've got to be fair because Benzema, really, he's involved in a lot of the G's that this man scores. As in, the evidence is there to prove to you. And the fact is this. Benzema hasn't played, I think, the last 2 games. And
can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yes, what?
Ronaldo assists Benzema more than Benzema assists Ronaldo. That's just statistical fact. Anybody can go look it up.
I want to check that fact. I want to check that fact. I will verify that because that sounds bold to me. But I will verify that that's fact for its veracity. But look, despite that, I use the eye test. I've looked at Real Madrid play without Benzema, and they just don't look as effective. And Cristiano has looked the most lost I've seen him for ages without Benzema. So
that's true, but he looked lost before that, man. It's always like, whenever Real Madrid lose and there's a guy that's sitting on the sidelines, everybody comes out and says, "Oh, Real Madrid without X player is nothing." It's like when Modric was out, everybody was talking about how Modric was the engine of the team. Now Benzema's out, everybody's talking about Benzema. Please, Benzema isn't even in the top 20 strikers in the world.
Oh my God! Okay, that's
Giroud is better than.
No, come on. Giroud, don't even bring Giroud into this, please.
Machine, first of all, I can't actually name 5 strikers who are even of any worth in the world to begin with. I'm telling you that Benzema is not in the top 20.
sordid state of affairs. It's true for strikers, but yeah, I don't rate Benzema at all. His first touch is woeful. It's he's incredibly inconsistent. He's got 0 eye for goal.
It's just hating.
Seriously, this is intense hating. This is intense hating because, how can you? Because you're pretty much describing a brick. That's what you're pretty much describing. You're pretty much
man. He'd be lording over the Brick Academy, man.
No. Look, man. He needs.
He ain't that bad, man.
No. Trust me. He needs a much further application for the academy than that. Sorry, man. That's not a strong enough case for the academy. So
there's others struggling to get in.
Yeah, look, man. It's a tough academy to get in. But look, man. I think with regard to the match, if Benzema isn't playing or he's involved with some bloody weird sex tape or something, I don't see Real Madrid winning that match because. Wait a minute. Who is Real Madrid's striker? If Benzema isn't playing, who's their striker?
Cristiano.
I think it's Bale, isn't it?
Who?
No,
Cristiano.
That's why he's been struggling so much as well lately. Because he's been forced into a number 9 role that he's really not comfortable in.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me that a whole Real Madrid team do not have a backup striker to Benzema? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yes.
They used to have Morata, but we sold him. We didn't sell him. He's on loan to who? Juventus?
Oh yeah, Morata.
Morata, he's doing really well.
He's doing. Basically, do you know the thing that just scares me? That in this world, I told you I don't get this world. We're living in a world of 2015 where a whole squad can go into the season with only one striker. That is scary. That basically you should go.
And some Wengeritis right there.
No, Rob. At least Wenger has a backup. As in, okay, it's Giroud now, but you can sort of say Walcott. You can sort of say like Cristiano has never played as a striker. He is purely a winger, and that's it. So putting him now in the striking, because I always thought that a guy who scores that many goals should be able to be good in a striking.
Yeah, he's adaptable, isn't he?
No, but Rob, it doesn't work like that. It's like, if you're used to a position, no matter how many goals you score, that is your position. If you now move to a different position on the pitch, you're just not as effective.
He's been playing as a winger for 14 years. And all of a sudden he's either forcing him...
No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work like that. If you've been in a position for like that long, you can't just change position. It won't work. Sorry. Trust me, like, try play Championship Manager or something and retrain a position. You see, it doesn't work. So, so prediction for this match, if you were to give a scoreline, I know it's early, if you were to give a scoreline for this match, what would you do?
Probably like a 1-1.
Mohammed, 1-1?
Yeah.
Wait. Who's at home? Is it Real Madrid or Barcelona?
It's Real Madrid, right? Correct?
I think so, yeah.
You're the Madrid fan, right?
I think we're playing at home, yeah. And I predict Barcelona to win 3-1 if Messi doesn't play. And maybe a tie if Messi does play. Not because I think Messi's shit. Obviously, I don't think that. But
yeah, he won't be 100%. Yeah,
he won't be 100%, and the play is gonna go. He'll be wobbly still, and the play is gonna circulate a lot. Toward him. And I think these guys are in a groove the way that Neymar and Suarez are operating, and I think we can do it that way. No. Until Messi.
I'm gonna like. I might just say 2-0. Maybe 2-1. Basically 2-1, 2-0. I think 3-1 is a bit harsh. That's a bit cool.
Does the truth show up? Yes or no?
Yes.
If the truth is fit, the truth will get that ass. 100%. I believe the truth will get that ass. Guys, I'm telling you, man. I was watching Brazil Argentina, man. This guy is he is. Hence why he's the truth. He is the truth.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of that headband, though.
So wait. Why does he wear a headband?
I don't have a clue, man.
It's so weird. Like, look, man. That's also odd, man. Okay, look, man. Going off to our next topic, man. So obviously this is a quick hanger because obviously since it's on club week, and actually apparently Hungary have qualified for Euro 2016. For those of you who
oh wow.
Yes, Mohammed. Yes, yes, it's big news. Hungary are going to be in Euro 2016. Cristiano. So, I'm watching Cristiano get interviewed by Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross is an idiot, for those who don't know. He's just some loser who has a TV show. And he was interviewed about his film, his so-called rivalry with Messi, and so forth. And when I was just watching this man, I think that the most telling thing of this interview was this.
Yeah, he was sucking his dick.
No. It's like when he was, when they showed him the image of when he celebrated.
Oh yeah, fuck it.
And he was showing his muscles and everything, and he was actually sort of saying, "Yeah, man, yeah, but I've got a very nice physique and blah blah like that." It's like that interview revealed to me more than any interview that this guy is extremely narcissistic.
What about the part when he said, "Would you like to go into coaching?" And he said, "No, I would like to go into fashion."
Oh yeah, like his underwear models and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
he didn't say he'd like to go into. He didn't say he wanted to be on the runway. He said he has companies. Fashion companies.
He said he has more fashion for fashion than coaching. So.
And for me, look, machine, this. Basically, that point. I'm not hitting him on that point, but what it is that it just tells me where your priorities lie. Is that you have somehow become, for some reason, this extremely popular figure, and you're now capitalizing on it with brands, different things, and exposing yourself, which is fine. He's a businessman, marketing. He's got a kid to feed, who doesn't have a mother, which is a bit strange, but there we go. That's his choice.
Yeah.
But my thing is that when you're looking at that man, a machine, even you have to just say to yourself that is the perfect image of an extremely arrogant individual. As in, you can just the arrogance is literally just seeping off of him like a hot kettle of steam or something like that. He's just
I agree, but it's also the perfect image of somebody that's very transparent, somebody that's not trying to put on airs, somebody that's genuine. Unlike people who try to, Messi, who comes off as who tries to put on these airs of being a false. False humility, which is the most irritating thing on earth.
Well, the only thing
every single top level athlete is exceedingly arrogant. Every single one of them. You don't get to the top of your profession and your sport without,
But is he humble? Is he humble though? Is he is he humble in defeat though?
Who, Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Ronaldo. I think the fact, what shows humility, the thing that shows humility the most in Ronaldo is the fact that he's the hardest working player, that you can find. Once you've reached the level that he has, and you're still the first to arrive in training.
But does he give credit where credit's due?
That's the greatest show of humility that there can be.
No, my thing is this: is that Look, I've got to look at this in an objective sense. What Machine says is true to an extent. When I look, for me, what I like in people is be true to yourself. Don't be fake. Be true to yourself. And when I look at Cristiano, that's who he is. As in, he's got very set beliefs, a very set way, and a very distinct kind of personality. And I appreciate that. It doesn't mean I like him. Because he's definitely a guy that I wouldn't like. I wouldn't get along with him. But still, despite that, I've got to appreciate that, okay, this is his personality and everything. But my point is this, and I think it's about the image of football as a sport. Because I believe that, yes, he works hard. Yes, when he was during the days of Alex Ferguson, this guy put in the work, and this guy is dedicated. He cares about Portugal and everything. I think for kids, Cristiano is a bad role model for people getting into football from the young age. Personally. Because
why?
Okay, let me explain. What I see is a celebrity. I see somebody who is thinking of things beyond just the sport. Because what it should be is that whether you're a filmmaker, whether you're a musician, whether you're in whatever arts you're in, the focus should be on the arts, or the sport, or the discipline, or the talent, and within that, comes the accolades, comes the fame, comes all this stuff. But he should be taught that you must focus on the sports. Forget the underwear, forget the perfume, forget all of that stuff. It should be about the sports. Because what's the danger I'm seeing here, which is, and you can look at it in football journalism as well as how it has changed. Look at the kind of articles Goal.com even put out. There is this thing of the entertainment world and the TMZ world seeping into football right now, which is sickening, which is stupid because football is a sport. It isn't about Brangelina or any of that crap. It's about the sport. It's about going out there and beating the other team. It's not about subjectivity or who is promoting more. It's about who is the best. As in, Neymar is the best out there right now. He's the guy that is.
But listen, man, you're talking about Neymar Instagram Junior, man, and what in Brazil they call him name marketing. That's the most. You're talking about real football. Neymar is the most marketable property that there is, man.
But the thing about him though is that you look at what he does on the pitch. You can say okay about his marketing, his Instagram. Look, I follow him on Instagram, so sue me. But he's the truth. And you look at what he does on the pitch. He's purely football on the pitch, and even everything that he doesn't stray too far away from the football. Machine, I can swear to you, there are probably guys in America who only view Cristiano as an undergraduate.
As the greatest.
Wait, as I said before,
I think Annie probably just views Cristiano as some sports person who bodybuilds.
I don't know if I did tweeted this at you have, but I said there's two sets of Real Madrid fans. Some are Cristiano fans, and some are actual Real Madrid supporters. And that's really, I mean, instead of supporting a club that you love, you'd rather support a guy. And
excuse me, but are the ones that are real Real Madrid supporters? They don't support Cristiano.
No, of course they do some part, but there's purely just supporters that are just there for just to.
I don't understand why it should be one in the. There should be a division.
No, Machine. There is a distinction because there are basically people. If you've been supporting Real Madrid during the days of Raul, during the days of Zidane, during the back in the days, you're a Real Madrid fan.
Abdul and Juju man are Real Madrid stars.
Yeah, those are guys who've been these guys from back in the day. But there are people who have just been following Cristiano, and especially once he's blown up, there are people who anywhere he goes to, they will follow him. If he now plays for Taiwan FC,
a perfect example is a guy called.
Can I tell you? I started following Madrid. I started following Madrid in the Galactico era because one, I was living in Madrid, and second, Figo was part of the Galacticos. So the reason why I got into Madrid was because the Portuguese guy that I liked was a player in it, and the same happens now. Cristiano is a major draw, and he's attracting fans to the club by extension. People that like.
But then though, Machine, can you then call yourself an actual Real Madrid fan? You're really a Portuguese fan.
Who, me? Myself? Yeah. Of course, man. I've been following him much before Cristiano was.
No. Because I thought the point you were making was that what drew you to Real Madrid was Figo being Portuguese.
Yeah.
So the thing though is that hence why I'm saying that. Okay, basically.
I'm sorry. What drew Abdul? Was it not? I mean, and also Zidane, because Zidane is one of my favorite players ever. For me, he was far more entertaining than Figo or anybody else. But
what comes first? What comes first? Figo doing well or Real Madrid doing well?
What do you mean? Back in the day?
Yeah, when you first started supporting.
When I first started, it was Figo, and then as time went on, Real Madrid, obviously. I hate Madrid, the city. I see those two things as separate, but yeah.
But basically, my thing is that, which is what I'm saying. That look, man. I mean, this is not even you, but and there are people out there, and there's a whole lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Man United, man. There's Alex Ferguson fans, and there's actual people that support the club.
Man, no,
Once he left,
And then
so
some
much
guy
of them
just-
jumped
there are
ship.
a lot of fickle United fans, man. A lot of those glorious. Look, what's it called? Mo and Tosin. They're now full on PSG supporters because they're now losing. So,
But sorry, HH, can I just tell you something?
yes.
One thing is true, man. If you can't call yourself a Real Madrid fan and hate Cristiano Ronaldo, that to me, that's completely off the. If you call yourself a Real Madrid fan and you hate Cristiano Ronaldo, you're not a Real Madrid fan.
It's like me. I don't like Flamini. Doesn't mean.
Hey
that I
man,
hate
they turned on Casillas, so why won't they turn on him? Eventually, if his performances go down, they're going to turn on him.
They turned on Casillas. I'm not saying that once Ronaldo's performances go down to the extent that Casillas did, of course. I can understand that.
The
That hasn't
he's
happened
actually
yet.
not doing anything for the team. And he's actually
You're drawing too much of a broad sort of because for me, I have to support Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian fan. I love and I despise Obi Mikel. I think he's garbage. So all because I think it's garbage, does that not
exactly.
refute my fanship of the Super Eagles? No, so same thing with Real Madrid.
But how are you comparing? But Ronaldo saved and carried Real Madrid for the past 4 years, man.
If any player, I mean, if he's like me, I hate Flamini. It doesn't mean that I don't want to see Arsenal. I want to see Arsenal doing better.
That has nothing. You're comparing a two-bit player with
at the end of
a
the day,
guy
he's
carried.
he's a player. That's the thing.
Years, man.
No, wait, but okay. I think what Mohammed is getting at is that it depends why you hate him. If you hate Cristiano because for some reason you think he's arrogant or you just don't like his personality, then you're an idiot. Then because the guy is still doing work. But if your hate is based off him not playing well, missing chances, not scoring, not really offering anything to the team, basically Juju Man now says he wants Cristiano sold, that his guy should be benched because he doesn't.
Yeah, Juju Man was a diehard Cristiano fan.
He was
like
this
a
guy
year
was,
ago, wasn't he?
You can listen.
Like most people, listen. But most people that were diehard Cristiano fans have noticed that he's taken a huge dip as of last season, the latter portion of last season up until now. The difference is like when Messi did the same thing, everybody was quiet and pretended that everything was fantastic and he was just preparing himself for the World
Cup,
et cetera, et cetera. What's that? Excuse me?
Wasn't he injured though? Wasn't he injured?
That's what they say, but they also say that Ronaldo's been, he's been carrying an injury ever since since before the World Cup. In the movie, they mentioned that actually.
But that was a long time. That was actually just before the World Cup, and he needed 20 days to rest. And
wait, let me just another point that came from the thing that I was watching was that, the interview with Jonathan Ross, because I think Jonathan Ross was saying, okay, wow, the whole thing again about the Messi rivalry, and then Cristiano then said, wow, I don't hate him, blah blah. I just see him as another football and everything. And he was talked about how, for 7 years they've been competing for the Ballon d'Or, and that has never happened before. And the danger is, I think Cristiano will now be under the illusion of the Ballon d'Or, And the Ballon d'Or illusion is that once you're now nominated and you're now on that stage, that sort of validifies your greatness or your immortality as a football player, and that's.
I think it should be scrapped.
Arsene Wenger actually mentioned
they
this
should get rid of it.
In a recent interview about Cristiano. He said that he's too obsessed with the Ballon d'Or. It's actually affecting him on the football pitch. Where
Mohammed, did you know?
Wenger's too obsessed with fourth place.
Wait. Actually, Mohammed, do you know the reason why? The reason why he's obsessed with it is that it's part of. You can, because the Ballon d'Or, the way it's been presented now is almost like the Oscar. Guys, Germany won the World Cup. Germany smacks open a team 7-1. But for some reason, Cristiano gets much more spotlight than the German team who won the bloody World Cup. As in, the Ballon d'Or is like cement, grass compared to the World Cup. But for some reason, the media, and the media are very powerful. Me and Rob were talking about this on the forum. The media have perpetuated an image of the Ballon d'Or being like the thing. almost as important as the World Cup. And Cristiano says, you know what, this is a great thing for my marketability. So once I retire, if I can just have this thing of always being in the limelight, always being on the podium, using that to fully energize my brand, that's where it's at. Because they've now engineered a scenario where the Ballon d'Or is almost as important as the World Cup.
And that's where Arsene Wenger said, where it basically affects you on a football pitch, where you put your own personal goals ahead of the team.
There we go.
Yeah. So I mean,
There we go.
I don't think, but listen, but that's not true. If one, you can see
Sevilla was a great example where he could have just laid off.
Cristiano's game has dipped a lot recently, but one of the things that you can't say is that he's become more selfish. He's become
he's actually become more. I'd say, yeah, definitely more selfish.
No, much less selfish. Just look at him play. He doesn't try to take people on. He doesn't want the ball. He passes it immediately.
What about the Arbeloa thing?
All of like the
Bale thing too.
Yeah. I mean,
what about Bale?
He didn't pass to him, so he got mad that he scored.
Wait.
This is all media spin, man. This is all media spin.
Don't you remember the Arbeloa incident where he literally just...
Wait, Lefty. Have you got your mic working, Lefty?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, cool. Okay, we're going to bring some guys into this because we've got Lefty and Abdul here. So, Lefty, where we're at now, we're trying to talk about Cristiano and this whole obsession with the Ballon d'Or based off his interview with Jonathan Ross. So, in your view, do you feel that his obsession with the Ballon d'Or is hindering or is it helping has it helped his playing career over the past few years? What is your view on that?
I mean, I think throughout his career, it's helped him in the sense that he's really competitive and he wants to win at everything. And the Ballon d'Or is just another motivation to reach that. And at his best, it helps him. But when things start not to go his way, for any reason, then I disagree. I think he's becoming more selfish now because he's not fighting for the balls. He's not trying to take on people. That just shows that he just doesn't have that hunger at this moment. He's not feeling it. He's not motivated for some reason. And
that's not unselfish. That's not selfishness. I agree with you, by the way, completely.
No, that's not selfish. But when he does have opportunities to drive the ball, it is not just with Bale. I mean, you can see he's done it more than once this season.
It's a great example where he literally just Arbeloa a guy ahead of him and just tapped the ball home and he got seriously mad because of that.
Right. I mean, you can't say
that's a snapshot that the media blew out of proportion. You can go look 3 seconds afterwards and see him congratulating Arbeloa. He was pissed off at himself because he'd missed that. He wasn't pissed off at his teammates.
Yeah, well, anyway, in general, we can't say Cristiano Ronaldo has had a bad career. He's had a fantastic career. So I mean, by any measurement, we can't say the contrary. Another motivation for the Ballon d'Or is obviously there's money, there's a bonus if you win the Ballon d'Or. The club will pay you more money.
Is that? I didn't know that.
Most clubs.
Yeah, there is.
I have no idea where that came.
I mean, only with the top players like Ronaldo has done.
By the way, I don't know if you guys knew this.
He has it in his contract.
Is this a clause in his contract?
Wait, guys, one at a time. Wait, let's Lefty finish, and I'm going to go to Abdul. So Lefty finish, and I'll go to Abdul. Lefty.
Okay, so in general, I think it's helped him more than hindered him. But it's not so much the Ballon d'Or. I think it's other things that maybe distracts him. He's very vain. The whole documentary thing now, which he has all right to do, but he does focus on many extra football things which hurt him more than maybe pursuing the Ballon d'Or.
All right, Abdul, hit me. Your thoughts.
Yeah, the Ballon d'Or thing. By the way, Neymar's contract has a clause that if he wins the Ballon d'Or, I think his wages go up by $2 million a year, and Santos make $16 million on him, extra money. That's how important the Ballon d'Or is in today's football.
Isn't it the same with Martial as well?
I don't like this stuff, man.
I mean, I don't necessarily like it, but yeah, it's huge. It's huge right now, and that's just how it works. So yeah, Neymar. I mean, it's motivation for money too. But to be honest,
the branding.
Abdul, just the same question to you. Do you think the Ballon d'Or has hindered or somewhat motivated him more to do more?
No, definitely motivated him. For sure, for sure. Because if the Ballon d'Or didn't exist, then Cristiano would have no hope of being compared to Messi. I mean, the only reason he gets compared to Messi is that
I don't
he's
understand.
somewhat.
You call yourself a Real Madrid fan, man. It's I don't understand what kind of.
Well, they just object.
I'm just speaking the truth. I speak the truth about everyone. If I'm not gonna speak the truth, I won't come on this
Actually,
channel.
you just seem like you're a little envious of. You seem like
No. In fact, I
you seem
came
like
into
a
this
bitter
hangout.
little man, to be honest.
I came into this hangout right now just to. I thought you guys were probably like bashing Ronaldo too much, and I almost came here to defend him a bit. But
Sure,
I'm just
man.
speaking my mind. If I'm gonna fake my views, what's the point of even talking? If I'm just gonna.
No. Okay,
bias.
wait. Look, machine. Let's be fair here. Like, let's let everyone talk, get their views out, and then we can then get it. So Abdul, let's just let Abdul get his views out before we start to like intervene. So Abdul, I mean, finish your.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I genuinely think that Cristiano doesn't belong in the same sentence as Messi. It's just what I believe. I'm not hating on him or anything. It's just my belief, and I believe that the Ballon d'Or kind of created this rivalry between them that doesn't really exist because Messi is just so much better.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the Benzema avatar, so.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Machine, like, I have
A shit striker.
He's the best. He's one of the best strikers in the world.
You need to explain to me how the hell do you rate Benzema so lowly? Because understand if you said this like 2 years ago.
He's world class. Like
as this year, how do you rate him so badly? I don't get it. Like,
yeah, I know. Like, just to exaggerate, you said top 20. Like, I mean,
it's basically like machine. Like, I'm sorry, I can name. There are so many worse strikers out there. There's a guy called Giroud. There's a guy called.
No, guys, Benzema is world class. It's not even like a debate.
A substantially superior striker than
Machine, name me like. Okay, so you're trying to tell me Benzema is a mediocre striker. Name me 5 strikers better than Benzema.
5.
Just 5. That's why he's world class, because he's top 5 at his position.
Suarez, Aguero.
Okay. I don't think Aguero's better, but go on.
Lewandowski.
Okay, fair enough.
And Giroud. I just mentioned
Giroud. What?
Machine, my Lord in heaven, machine. No, please, no, take that back. Take that back. Please, take that back. Machine, no, take that back. I'm begging you. Machine, I am begging you. Machine, save yourself right now for the embarrassment.
What?
Take that back. I'm begging you.
What has Giroud ever... Like, Giroud scored what? That's his best achievement, scoring 16 goals in the French league. A league that Benzema ripped into pieces when he was a teenager.
Machine, did you wait? You're telling me that Giroud is better than Benzema? Giroud?
Yeah. Substantially, but you put him in Real Madrid and you see what he can do.
To be fair to you.
Listen, can I just tell you something, man? Can I just tell you something?
Some backyard team.
Look, Benzema is a guy that was almost put against the ropes by Chicharito. Chicharito came in. Chicharito couldn't even get a place in Manchester United. And he was stiff competition for Benzema, man.
Like, do you make up stories and believe yourself? Who said that Chicharito had Benzema? Benzema started every single game, deservedly so and comfortably last season. Last season.
Wait, guys. Let's
As soon as he got injured, Chicharito stepped in and stole the limelight completely.
He didn't steal shit. He just scored a tap-in.
Machine, wait, guys, chill. Machine, straight question. Please explain to me, because I want to know now. Because again, let's just not all pile on one guy. Just explain to me, because I am curious. Explain to me why you feel, in footballing terms, how Giroud is a better striker than Benzema. I'm curious.
He's just more clinical. He's more ruthless. Benzema is the most bloodless.
Can I reply to that, because I'm an Arsenal
Like
fan?
somebody stuffed out all the testosterone in his body.
Wait, can I reply to that?
Okay. Let Mohammed reply. Since Mohammed is an Arsenal fan, let Mohammed, because he's watching Giroud a lot more.
Martial is better than Benzema, though, right? Would you say
watching
so?
Giroud.
Yes, okay, Mohammed, go for it.
Okay. Watching Giroud week in, week out is pretty. It could be mentally stressful. I mean, with the amount of chances he misses, and I mean the.
Mohammed, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many Champions League goals does Giroud have?
I think it's maybe like maybe 10, 15
Where does Benzema belong on the all-time scoring list for Champions League? I'm pretty sure he's like third after Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
After who, man? Who said that? Who said
Benzema, I'm pretty sure Benzema's third on the all-time scoring list for the Champions
League.
League.
After Ronaldo, who you hate
I
so
think
much?
I'm not hating. I never said that I hate Ronaldo.
Isn't it Henry or Shevchenko that's third or fourth? Or Van
I'm pretty sure it's Benzema's either third or
like one goal. I'm not too sure. I mean, where's Raul?
No. Guys, he's either third or like a few, like 2 or 3 goals off. I'm pretty sure
he's up there with the top 5, I reckon.
Yeah, he's definitely top 5.
Benzema somewhere in the top. I think he's one of the top Champions League.
Yeah, he's top 5 for sure.
Yeah, no, because look, man, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, that's just. I just find that like.
Yeah, guys, he's 1 goal off becoming 4th. He's like tied with Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but he's been
pretty impressive.
Trying to compare him
just behind Raul, like Messi and Ronaldo.
I mean, Machine, I'm speechless. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like, I mean, that's.
What makes him speechless? The statistics. He's playing for one of the greatest teams in the last.
Why do you hate him though? Why do you hate him? I don't get it.
I hate him because I think he's bloodless. I think he's terribly inconsistent. I think his first touch is laughable.
His first touch.
Ronaldo wouldn't score many of the goals he scored if it wasn't for Benzema.
My friend, Benzema has probably the second best first touch after Suarez.
It's a machine.
Yeah, but Ronaldo wouldn't have scored many of the goals if it weren't for Benzema. But if it weren't for Di Maria either, I think Di Maria was much better.
If you're saying Ronaldo, I mean, if you're saying Benzema's
last season when they were talking about Benzema leaving Real Madrid, supposedly Ronaldo personally requested that they not sign him off. Because,
and that's
so important
with Ozil as well. Yeah,
guys.
I know. Listen, I know that that's true for Di Maria, and they say that that's true for Ozil as well.
Okay, just a question.
Maybe he gets along well with him, you know.
If you're questioning Benzema's footballing ability, what about Cristiano's?
What about Cristiano?
He doesn't have any footballing ability.
Are you seriously putting Benzema in the same sentence as Cristiano?
You
have to like log out right now.
Machine. Benzema plays with. This is our strike force. You have Benzema, Bale, and Ronaldo. Ronaldo scores about 50 goals a season. Bale scores about 20. And Benzema still manages to score about 20 to 25 goals every season.
Who's the striker? Who's the striker?
No.
Who's the
that's
striker?
This is modern football. The striker doesn't necessarily score the most goals. We're not in the 90s where the striker scores all the goals.
It's true. Look, man.
And to be honest, Ronaldo does. I mean, Benzema does vacate that spot for Ronaldo to come
exactly.
In, so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does Benzema do again? Sorry.
He sets up goals for Cristiano, and he's extremely.
Yeah, but anybody in that position would do that, man.
Well, nobody has done it as well as he has. That's the point. That's why they haven't.
Because there's nobody that's been given the chance to do it like
Higuaín never played well with Ronaldo.
Higuaín was a better striker than Benzema, and I think Higuaín.
Oh my God!
Wait, guys, chill. Wait. You know what I want to see. I am praying that Benzema, for some reason, with this whole sex tape thing, doesn't actually play for, let's say, the next 3 games. I want to now see how Real Madrid now operates without Benzema, because you've been insulting Benzema right now. I want to see how Cristiano, because you say anybody can set up Cristiano, that's your belief. I want to now see how good Real Madrid are without Benzema, because
Double H, we're already seeing it. Double H, we're already.
It's been crap.
We've been playing without Benzema for a month now, right? He's been injured for almost a month now, and we've been crap. Yeah. We can't create.
We've been winning everything. We've been winning everything until the Sevilla game, which was.
Wait, you're a Real Madrid fan?
I'm a Real Madrid fan.
Oh, okay.
No.
Isn't it because of Keylor Navas?
Okay.
Yeah, Keylor Navas has been doing an amazing job, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, Machine, you have to agree with me that Real Madrid's last game against Sevilla, that was one of their worst performances in a long time.
Terrible.
In a long time. And their last 2-3 performances have been extremely bad. Extremely bad. And who wasn't playing? Benzema.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say against Sevilla they were particularly bad, but before that they were,
PSG, we were
against
crap.
PSG.
by numbers.
Against
PSG was worse than
PSG.
Sevilla. PSG was worse than Sevilla, my friend.
Yeah, that's true.
Has
You
anyone
think
hit?
our performance with PSG was worse than Sevilla?
The
Yeah,
one in-
obviously it was. Don't look at the result. Look at the football. I mean, against PSG, we got dominated.
Real Madrid's performance in the second in the match in Madrid against PSG was, especially playing at home, was shocking. Please admit that. Their performance in Madrid against PSG was shocking. They had no one.
But,
that was
but
probably worse
you know
than
why,
the
man?
Sevilla
It's
game,
because
yeah.
Ronaldo's doing so terrible. Ronaldo's playing horribly.
Because
Yeah,
he needs Benzema.
No, he
your
doesn't.
footballing sense
He
is
never
just not there.
needed Benzema. Why would he need Benzema now, man?
Your footballing sense was just not there, man.
Do you understand that he never needed Benzema before?
Yeah,
Whenever
because he had
Benzema
an
was
open-
Look, I'm not saying Ronaldo
Carrying
doesn't
it up.
necessarily look. Ronaldo doesn't necessarily need Benzema. He needs service. That service can come through Benzema. It can come through.
like any
Modric.
Bale is pretty much useless nowadays. So I mean,
To be honest, Bale was good against Sevilla. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I
wait.
thought he was good.
Look, guys. I need to head off.
Service.
Look, but this was a very revealing hangout. I didn't know it was going to take this turn for this. I mean, look, all I can say is this: is that Machine, you know what? Opinions and reviews are what make this hangout amazing. But I just find it hard to fathom that you would rate Olivier Giroud a recent brick, a bona fide brick.
I thought he
He's
got
suspended.
suspension.
He's still in and out of the
He's
defense.
suspended.
Rate him above Benzema. I find that incredible.
I'm an Arsenal fan, man. I can honestly tell you, nowhere near Giroud is not on nowhere near Benzema's level, man.
Look, guys, about